Hello, my name is Bobby Kagans. I'm one of the gunsmiths here at Lone Wolf Rifles. Today, we want to talk about some of the things that we see very often in the gunsmithing world involving indicators and barrel dial-in. So what I have here in this little magnetic indicator base is a Mitutoyo test indicator. And these are super common indicators. It's a 512-504. This is kind of the proper stem that comes on these indicators that they're calibrated for. So what we see a lot is guys will they'll order these longer stems so that they can reach up in the barrel and indicate off the lands and grooves. And we're going to show you why that doesn't work. So what we have here on the carriage is same indicator with the properly calibrated tip in it. And we're going to come over and touch off the side of the vice jaw, and we're just going to come in until the indicator reads 3. We're going to zero out the DRO in the x-axis, and then we're going to move the indicator in 3 thousandths according to the dial, and then we're going to look at the DRO and see what it says. So the DRO happens to be set on diameter, so the number is going to be twice as big as what it actually is. So 3 thousandths should read 6 thousandths on the indicator. Not really pertinent to what we're showing today, because as we go, it's going to get worse with the longer stems. But you'll see, here's a demonstration. So I'm going to go in to 0 here on the indicator, and it shows 5 thousandths and 8 tenths, so almost 6 thousandths. This indicator is properly calibrated. I went 3 thousandths on the diameter setting on the DRO, so the DRO shows 6 thousandths. Now I'm going to show you what happens when we go to a slightly longer indicator tip. And I'm just going to screw this little short one out and go to the next longest one. And we'll come back over to our vice jaw and come back to 3, 0 out on X, and then we're going to go in till we see 0 on the indicator. It's 12 thousandths. So instead of it saying 6, which would be normal orientation or calibration, it's saying 12 thousandths. So that stem right there has 2 times error. That means that if it shows 1 thousandths of run out, there's really 2 thousandths of run out. So we'll replace this stem with the more commonly used one that we see people using, and that's this long stem. So the long stem is advantageous in that you can reach up in there and indicate kind of at the throat. So we'll come over to the side of our chuck jaw, come down to 3 on the indicator, 0 out on X, and we're going to come over to 0, and it shows 24. Now remember, the indicator is supposed to show 6, so it's showing 24 is 4 times error. So if your barrel shows having 1 thousandths total indicated run out, that's a total of 4 thousandths. If it shows that you have 2 tenths of run out, you really have 8 tenths. So the important thing to take away from this is indicator stem length matters. These instruments are very precise. They may read to 1/10 of a thousandth in accuracy with a properly calibrated stem. You cannot use this long stem and think that you're getting an accurate measurement. So the other side of that is, well, I don't really need an accurate measurement. I just need to eliminate movement. Well, a 1/2 tenth in here in movement is actually 4 times that, 2 tenths. When you're striving to really dial the barrel in and get as close to no run out as possible, you could be using the needle to try and eliminate any movement at all. But as small and as fine as these graduations and these dials are, that's pretty hard to do. So the best thing I can say is use the proper length stem so that you have calibration for the tool that you're using.